in the pasture, run 'em in the pen, work 'em up the Sundays, do it all again. Race 'em in the sand, buck 'em in the mud, drip a cowboy's sweat, bleed a cowboy's blood.
I'm Zeke Thurston, 2016 World Champion Saddlebrock Rider, and you're watching the Pepper Stewart Show.
You are watching again. You came back. You clicked the clicker. I don't know. You did. You did it. It's your fault. It's on you today. But today we got good stuff. We're going to talk to the Law Dog. Law Dog Sports, the Law Dog Chuck Ramsey. We're going to talk to him about sports. That there's such thing, sports. Other than other sports, there's lots of sports. I also learned that badminton is a sport. That seems weird. The Bar and Book, Lone Star Park. Horse racing happened over the weekend. We'll tell you about that. Bar and Book at Lone Star Park. Go out there. You can bet on horse racing from all over the place. They're open nearly year-round. The restaurant in there is really good, so check it out. Frontier Village. I told you guys on social media that I went to a place to check out in Grayson County, Frontier Village. We'll tell you a little bit about it, but you need to go for yourself. Today is the 5th of May. Cinco de Mayo. Make sure you know what it's about. It's not Mexico's Independence Day. It's the day they beat the French in the Battle of Puebla. Mexico's independence is actually September 16th. The more you know, right? So John Pardi released his video today on Cinco de Mayo. Tequila, a little time with you. We're going to show that to you. It debuted today, so you can check that out. PBR news, some stuff happened. We're going to tell you about that. Cooper Davis is making moves. So Colt will fill you in on that here in a little while. June 4th in Cowtown. You're going to want to be there, and I will tell you why later. 4 6s. It's sold. Somebody bought it. Who bought it? You might know them. You might not. You may be interested in what's about to happen there. We're going to tell you how you're feeding your horses. 9 Perfect Strangers. We got a trailer for you that is coming out on HULU pretty soon. We got plenty of odd news. We got some loose cows on the road. Not just loose cows. They're on the road. Some farmer moved the border of his country. So we'll tell you about that. There's also a sheep that ran away. Somebody broke a record with a marshmallow. I don't know why. Some more Guinness stuff for you. Somebody else played video games forever. So we'll tell you about that. And I don't know if we're ever going to get to the 10 true stories from the Old West that seem strange. Been trying to get to for 6 months. Maybe it'll happen today. Maybe not. So we will let you know about that. But speaking of the Bar and Book and the horse racing, check this out because you're going to want to go. Let's drop at Lone Star Park.
Hey, you just won big on that last race. What's wrong?
I finally figured out a winning strategy, and there are only a few races left.
Are you kidding me? There are hundreds of races each day.
What?
Yeah, at the Bar and Book. Here you can grab a drink and enjoy great food. Watch, wager, and win on races from around the world.
Sounds fun.
And the best part is, it's open 7 days a week.
I'm in. What are we waiting for?
Come experience the Bar and Book. Watch, wager, and win on horse racing from around the world. Catch your favorite sports and races on hundreds of screens 7 days a week, 363 days a year. And after you quench your thirst with a draft or craft beer, be sure to whet your appetite with one of our signature dishes. The Bar and Book is located next to the Lone Star Park at Grand Prairie off of I-30 and Beltline Road.
It's a good time you can bet on.
Hey, what's going on? We do got some PBR news for you. The 2021 PBR World Champion race did intensify. The CHI Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska, the 2016 PBR champion Cooper Davis had that walk-off 90-point ride to clinch his first Unleash the Beast victory of 2021, winning the PBR Union Home Mortgage Invitational. He began round 1 covering Zorro for 88.5 points, entered round 2, tied for second in the event leaderboard. Then he jumped to the number 1 position when he rode Danny Boy for 88 3/4 points. With the first pick in the championship round bull draft, Davis planned his rematch again, drafting Trail of Tears, who he first met in 2019 during round 5 of the PBR World Finals, earning a 90 3/4 points. Once again, getting the job done, Davis captured the win on Trail of Tears for a season best 92 1/4 points. After the event, Davis said, I tried to tell myself to keep my head down and pay attention to what I need to focus on. I rode Trail of Tears at the finals one year. He's done nothing but get better ever since. I was glad to try him again, and I'm glad it worked out. I've worked my butt off all year to come up short a few times. Now being on top, it feels pretty good. In addition to 3 qualified rides to the main event, Davis also converted in the event's accompanying 15-15 bucking battle Saturday evening, riding King Brute for 78.5 points and finished 3rd in the special round. Collectively, Davis earned a check for $32,823.14. That 14 cents is important. And 179 world points. Davis started the event ranked number 4 in the world and finished number 3. He's now only 123 points behind Jose Vitor Lemi.
That's good stuff.
That is good stuff. I mean, you ride all 3 bulls for the weekend. You got the walk-off 90-point ride. Can't beat it.
Moved up.
Yeah, and moved up to number 3 in the world.
Moved up. Speaking of PBR, you're going to want to know about this right here. Think about this day, June the 4th. Not May the 4th, June the 4th. June the 4th be with you, right? Be in Cowtown, because this is what's going on. The Touring Pro PBR event is doing something new. So at 7:30, the PBR is having a Tour Pro event. Right after the event at 10:30 is a new thing called Bulls After Dark. It's featuring bullfights, crowd interactive games, live music, a little bit of comedy, and a late night atmosphere. Now you gotta get a ticket for each event. If you're gonna go to the main event at 7:30 and you're gonna go to the second event at 10:30, you need tickets for both. But we're gonna give you some. We're going to give away a 4-pack of tickets to each one. So the 7:30 event and the 10:30 event. So if you win, you'll be going to both. So we're going to be giving those away. So keep an eye out. And we don't know. We're going to do it live on the show. We're going to do it on social media. I don't know. So the best thing to do is keep an eye on the Pepper Stewart Show's Facebook page, Instagram page, all that, because we're giving these tickets away and you want to be there. Why would you not want to be there?
That sounds like an awesome event, especially, if you don't hit the main event, maybe you need a babysitter later in the evening or something. Go have a parents' night out, enjoy some music, bullfight and all that good stuff. I mean, that would be an awesome event. I think it's going to do really well.
That's where you want to go. And like I said, we're going to be there. We will be out there covering the action for you guys. And it's going to be a good time. Speaking of a good time, Cinco de Mayo, John Pardi releases his new video for Tequila, just to kill a little time with you. So he released the video today on Cinco de Mayo, released a few hours ago, and we're going to give you a sneak peek of it right now.
till then, let's order a couple more cups. I want tequila, little time with you. A little salt and a lime will do. Hey, barman, will you bring us two? I want tequila, little time with you. Talking it all out, seeing what you're all about. I hope you want tequila, little time with me too. It's good to see you laughing. I guess this had to happen. Now let's just get to dancing, 'cause I want tequila, little time with you. A little salt and a lime will do. Hey, barman, will you bring us two? I want tequila, little time with you. Talking it all out, seeing what you're all about. I hope you want tequila, little time with me too. Hope you want tequila, little time with me too. Hope you want tequila, little time with me too. Ooh.
Talking about stuff. That's what we're doing. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Go drink some tequila, but do it safe. Don't drink and drive. If you drink and drive, you might get the law dog after you. So don't do it. Speaking of law dogs, we got Chuck Ramsey from Law Dog Sports, Sports Talk, 12:30 a.m., Seymour, Texas. He knows about sports. We know about dirt sports. He knows arena sports. And so that's what we're going to ask him about, because something big in sports just happened. So let's ask Chuck about that.
Hey, Pep, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So what is going on in the other sports world?
Well, I tell you, we just got through being on the radio there in Seymour and Wichita Falls on Sports Talk 1230, my partner Corey Hogue and I. And, it's basketball right now and baseball, the Texas Rangers going on. And then, last weekend was a big weekend for especially folks, of the Metroplex that follow the silver and blue. And the Dallas Cowboys had their draft. And you can get any variety of opinions on their draft from about anybody you ask by them.
Yeah. So what happened? I know the draft happened. I didn't catch much of it. I heard a little bit here and there. So as far as the draft class, I mean, how did they do?
It's been pretty varying that we've seen, and I never proclaim to be an expert. I'm kind of a layman that's involved in doing some sports talk on a small town radio station. But to me, I think anytime you have 11 picks in a draft and you draft 8 for your defense, you've got a new defensive coordinator coming in, and Dan Quinn is his name. To me, it's one of those things, Pepper, where you're going to at least give a lot of guys a try. I mean, 8 out of 11 to go on a defense. And that was from a team last year that was really bad on defense, but probably had more injuries than they knew what to deal with. And then lost some players to some other teams in the offseason. But, Jerry Jones, I think probably it was a situation where maybe, and I don't want to speak out of turn here, and if I offend anybody, I don't want to, because I deal with my own issues with age, but I just kind of wonder if maybe they've taken the remote from him in a little bit of a way.
I think so. I know I hear a lot of times that Steven's doing a lot more involved than what it used to be, and I think that helps. But like you say, that's where they need to go with the defense, because they, for a while there, before injuries and broken stuff, they were putting the points up, but they weren't able to keep them up.
Yeah, and you get into these shootouts with teams, and you see what happens when you do get into a game with a team that does have a really great defense. Tom Brady is going to go down in history as the greatest quarterback of all time. It's hard to argue the rings and the leadership he provides the team. They don't win the first round of the playoffs last year without the defense that they had on that Buccaneers team. So I think Jerry and probably Steven even more so realized that those great Cowboys teams of back in the day, they had guys that could flat play some defense, and you had your steadies on offense. They always make the bigger name, being a receiver, a running back, a quarterback. I think Dallas has those in place. They paid a lot of money for them. They need some of these new guys to come in and contribute and be good while they're on their rookie deals, because the rookie deals are where the team's getting the most value, and then you have to, once they're into their fourth and fifth year, you have to decide whether or not you're going to pay them.
Now, what do you think about, Sean Lee retired.
Yeah.
He's wanting to kind of hang around Dallas. I think he's wanting to get into a coaching role. So what do you think about that?
He's a great Dallas Cowboy. Unfortunately, he just couldn't stay healthy. You talk to anybody that's a Dallas Cowboys fan, even guys that aren't fans, a lot of respect out there for Sean Lee, I believe. And just when he was healthy, he was out there and he was a difference maker. I mean, he really shored up that linebacker core when he was there. Unfortunately, the heir apparent, as they thought it would be, Leighton Vander Esch, he can't stay healthy. And I think the latest we said on Monday was Dallas isn't going to exercise their fifth-year option on him. So basically, once he finishes next year, I believe, next season, he can either go free agent or, they'll see about if they want to sign him maybe for less. I'm not sure, but they kind of addressed the fact in the draft that they were going to go some different directions at linebacker, and it has to be just because of his injury situation, because he is a good player.
Now, Ranger Baseball, talking about Ranger Baseball, have you made your way out to the new barbecue grill in Arlington?
I have not, and I'll tell you what, that is the best looking barn dominium I think I've ever seen in the history of mankind. It is astounding, and imagine the dogs that you can grill up in that thing.
I imagine. I've been in there. I was in there for the NFR,
yeah,
and the NFR press conferences and everything else. And during the press conference they had there, the Rangers were still down there playing. It was still a baseball field at that time, so I got to walk around and kind of see and look around and kind of see how it looked like from that perspective. And it looks like once you get inside, it looks all right. It's just when you're walking up to it, you don't know if you're walking into an incinerator or what's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely got it could double as an incinerator or a food truck if you want. So anyways, but no, I tell you, we're giving away a lot of tickets on Sports Talk 1230 KSCY, Seymour, Texas. And we want to admonish people to follow us on social media, because we'll be doing a lot of ticket giveaways. And I'll tell you, Pep, it's a lot easier now with the Major League Baseball going away from the paper tickets. Now you have to download the MLB Ballpark app, and in a way, I'm a traditionalist. I miss the old paper ticket because a lot of people kept them as mementos, take a kid to the first game, whatever the case might be. Now, I mean, because of health issues and things like that, they don't want people taking paper tickets and exchanging and all that. But it definitely helps radio stations as far as giveaways, because in the past we had to space out giveaways so far that, to get them in the mail and send them to whoever if they weren't in town, something like that.
Right.
Now with the Ballpark app, we can just send them an email, say, hey, you download the app, you've got these tickets there. They go to the ballpark, scan their phone there at the entryway, and they're in.
All right. I need to check my email.
Yeah,
right.
And we'll hook you up too.
Uh-oh. That sounds fun. Well, Chuck, man, before we get out of here, tell the folks where they can check out Law Dog Sports and where they can hear the good sports talk.
All right. I appreciate your plug there, Pep, and we need to get you on, because I had some questions about the San Angelo Rodeo and also some things coming up. But and then also some regional stuff up close to us. But we are on AM 1230 in the Seymour, Wichita Falls area. We have good daytime coverage range. As with most AM stations, we decline a little bit as it gets dark. But you can also listen. If you go to lawdogsports.com, we have a listen live link. You can listen online. We are on the air Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4 to 5. And then also, if I could plug our new program coming up Friday at 5, it's called The Evening Fire. And it's two young men, Zach Davis and Jaron Ford. Jaron's on the NBC affiliate in Wichita Falls. He's going to be talking sports on our station. But we're just a little old small town station, but we're trying to grow a big brand if we can. And, I want to be all inclusive. I love the dirt sports and the arena sports. Watching a lot of Cowboy Channel lately to try to get up to date on some of the names and stuff. So when I have you on, I don't sound like a total greenhorn.
Yeah. All right, Chuck, man, we appreciate it, and we'll check you out on the radio.
Thanks, Pep. Good to talk to you. You take care.
Thank you. Check them out. Always good stuff. I tune into them from time to time. That's one of the stations that I do some rodeo reports on. It's always a good time visiting with those guys. So check them out on the interweb net. Good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, let me get to Frontier Village right quick. I know we're going to get to that. And then I'm going to talk about Frontier Village. I think Colt's going to have some 4-6s coming up. Something happened at the 4-6s, and he's going to tell you about it. Frontier Village. I went out to Texoma. I go out to Texoma quite a bit. We got our boat out there. Nobody asked to turn to a lake rat. Well, yeah. We had a boat a while back. We got another boat. So, yeah, we got to go ride it. You can't just drive it around the yard. It doesn't work that way. So, Frontier Village. It's in Grayson County. And back in, I think, 1966, the residents were trying to find a way to keep the heritage alive because they had the town was really old. It was a really old town. So, they wanted to keep up with the heritage of the town. So, back in 1966, the Chamber of Commerce got together and said, hey, we need to do something. The town's moving, stuff's moving. These places have a lot of history here. Also, Lake Texoma, when it became a lake, there's some old towns under the water. There's some old towns there, and some stuff had to get moved and stuff like that. So this place here, they said, you know what? We need to preserve our history. We want to keep it going. So back in 1967, they broke ground on this Frontier Village, and the commissioner and the commissioner and the sheriff, they said, look, we got to do something. We're going to take part in this ceremony to keep everything together and do it. We're not sure what to do. But during the next few years, Alan Smith was elected the general manager in 1971. So he started turning his mind to get things together. So what he did is he worked out a lease, negotiated a 99-year lease for 17 acres for $1. $1 for 99 years. That's a heck of a deal.
That's a deal you won't see these days.
Golly. So, and then the commissioner paid $2,700 to have a chain link fence built around it. And then in the 70s, it started coming together. They started putting it together. So what they put together is these old houses and these old, it's kind of like a little town right there. The log cabin, one of the log cabins, like the third structure moved to the village, was one of the first houses in the county that originally sat on 640 acres and built in 1839. So they moved those houses in. They've got some other houses that are moved in. The Fitzgerald house, which looks like a mansion out there compared to the other homes, was built in 1866. It was on the Red River, and it ended up getting moved because they didn't want to flood it out. So it ended up getting moved, and it now sits there. And then you got the Langford house, which was built in 1847. It's sitting over there. So you got a lot of these old houses that are sitting in this village. You can go around and look at it. I don't want to tell you too much about it or show you too much because you need to go visit it. It's only, if you want to go visit, you can go out there. You pay like $5. I think you pay them $5 to let you in. But what you need to do when you go is you need to tell them this. Say, Pepper told me I could have the keys. If you will tell them that when you go, they will give you the keys to a couple of these houses. And you can unlock the door and go inside. But you got to tell them I told you, or you're going to be wondering why you can't go inside. So do that. Go out there to Grayson County. Check it out. It's right there off 75. Most of you run up and down to Oklahoma anyway. It's Laurel Lake Road. Laurel Lake Road is, you hit it twice on 75. It's the second one. Right there where you see the big Eisenhower, marble headstone or whatever on the side of the highway, it's right behind that. So you need to go check it out. Pay the $5. Go look around. There's a museum there too It's got a lot of neat stuff. So make that a point to stop while you're driving. Where else can you get entertained for $5? Nowhere. What is it? But what else I have? I guess that's it. I don't have it. It's gone. But Colt's got something for you.
Yeah, we got something. So last winter, the 6666 Ranch went up for sale December of 2020. It had a listing price of $192,202,200.00, as listed on the realtor site. Ranch is a combination of all the different ranches, including Dixon Creek, Frisco Creek Division. It's around 143,000 acres of working ranch. The 6666 is 4 sixes. Is one of the top American quarter horse breeding ranches. Many years fine-tuned genetics and racing and ranching horses, winning AQHA Best Remuda Award as an all-time leader in breeding top-quality horses. I'm not familiar with that, so that's a good one to learn. It's being reported by Sam Middleton, the owner of Chaz S. Middleton and Son Farm and Ranch Sales. He's an agent for the property. His offer has been made and is currently under contract. As an ongoing contract, the details have not been released. Offer on the historic ranch from buyers group that includes horseman and Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan as the face of the group. Sheridan is not making any statements during the transaction other than the historic ranch will stay operational and the ranch employees are allowed to stay if they wish. Sheridan is a native Texan, a man of many talents. Not only is he a talented rider, he's an avid horseman, competing in multiple events. In Sheridan's barn, you'll find reiners and cutters that he and his wife ride as well as compete. If you happen to be in Fort Worth in December, make your way out to the Carity Foundation Celebrity Cutting to see them in action. With Sheridan's hit TV show Yellowstone, a few others in the works, the 4 Sixes Ranch is the perfect location to film some real life Western action. Short promo for why 1883, seen during the Super Bowl, is said to be the Yellowstone prequel series. I wonder where they will shoot a series that might be set in 1883.
I wonder.
At this point, what we know, I'm sure one of the transactions is complete. Checks are cashed. 4 Sixes stories will be all over the place.
That's right. You will find them everywhere.
Yep. So. I'm excited, especially with that. I said I just started watching Yellowstone after the recommendations last time. So seeing that 1883, the prequel series, actually, this should be pretty cool.
There should be some good stuff. Should be a good show. I mean, where's a better spot to shoot a Western at the 4 Sixes? You got 143,000 acres.
Yeah, you could shoot whatever you wanted out there. I mean, you could make any type of cowboy, anything you could make out there. I mean, I'm sure with that much land, there's all different kinds of terrain and everything. You could make it all work.
Hollywood comes to Texas, right?
Definitely.
Speaking of horses, what you feed your horses. A big debate has been around for years about when you're working your horses, do you feed them before you work them? Do you feed them before? Do you feed them after? It's up and down. And I've done the same thing. Sometimes I'll feed, before I go work, because I'll go, when I go catch the horses, I'll feed them because they come up to the barn. So I feed them. I don't keep them in stalls. They all run out. I go out there, whistle, they come up. So I'll give them a little bit to eat. Here's your reward for coming up here like you're supposed to. Here's some feed. So I feed them before we go to work. And I've always done that. But I found out that Australia knows stuff. So Avon Ridge Equine Veterinary Services from Australia come up with some information. They say, unlike humans, horses are designed to run on a full stomach. Didn't know. Feeding your horses 2 to 3, they say, liters of grain or a biscuit of hay. And I was like, what the heck is a biscuit of hay?
The flake?
I had no clue what a biscuit of hay was. Well, a biscuit of hay is 4 pounds.
Okay.
I was like, okay. Prior to exercise has 2 benefits. The grain will form a ball of feed in the stomach, which helps prevent the acid from splashing from the lower part of the stomach to cause ulcers. So it's kind of a barrier. It says blood is normally diverted away from the stomach during exercise, which reduces some of its normal protective mechanisms. Research has shown that feeding your horse before exercise actually reduces the amount of blood that is shunted away from the stomach, also increases the amount of blood delivered to the skeletal muscles and muscles of the chest. So not only are you helping protect the stomach, you're also improving your horse's performance. So feed your horse.
Nice. Do they still have to
before you
wait
go?
30 minutes before they go swimming, though?
Yes. Yes. Do that. Make sure you do that. Let's see. What else we got? What we got here? You want to do some odd news before we get into this movie trailer?
Let's do it.
What do you got?
Let's see. We have another story from England.
All right.
Go figure.
What do you got?
Shoppers at a grocery store in Britain received a surprise when a loose cow turned up in the parking lot and was seen attempting to get inside. Steve, I know I'm going to butcher this name, Shiansky, who tweeted a video of the cow, said he was preparing to go inside the Lidl store in Royton, Oldham, England, when a fellow shopper alerted him to the nearby bovine. So I turned up at the Lidl with my shopping list in my hand, and as I park up and get out of my car, this guy starts looking at me and telling me to be careful. I'm thinking, what's this guy want? And he tells me that there's a loose cow in the car park.
The car park, for those in this country, car park is what they call a parking lot.
I couldn't believe it. There's a cow literally just running around trying to get in the garage where they deliver the food. As I watched the witness attempted unsuccessfully to capture the cow, people were starting to approach it, which I thought, of course, was a terrible idea. Guy tried to grab it, but when he came towards him, he completely bottled it. He literally forgot everything we've ever been taught about bulls and wearing red. The origins and ultimate fate of the cow were unclear. If you got to map it out, you wouldn't be able to find a single place nearby the cow could possibly come from. It'd be one of those things I'll think about on my deathbed. So I'm not sure exactly what was going on there in England or how that cow even got to be there. I mean, if there's nowhere for it to be, then, it is what it is. Next we got something out of Utah. They're setting all kinds of Guinness World Records, maybe not the kind you would think of, though. Marshmallow launched 225 feet and 10 inches, that's important, caught in a man's mouth. A pair of Utah men broke a Guinness World Record when they launched a marshmallow from a slingshot, and the other one caught it in his mouth 225 feet and 10 inches away. Dallas Anderson and John Palinka, a couple of YouTubers, said experimenting with catching marshmallows in their mouths for an earlier video inspired them to seek the record for the longest distance. A video posted by the men shows Anderson launching marshmallows from the slingshot while Palinka attempts to catch them. The pair ended up with their successful attempt spanning a distance of 225 feet and 10 inches. Not sure what the previous record was or even if there was a previous record. But they did get the Guinness World Record for the farthest marshmallow propelled and caught in the mouth.
What are you doing? What in the world are you doing? It's like, you know what? Let me hit you with this marshmallow. No, back up. Let's do it again.
Well, if it's farther enough that you need to use a slingshot to get it there, I don't know if I want to catch it.
Yeah. What is going on with that? Those records. And there's another record, which I don't know. I think you may know more about this record than I do. But there's a guy in Quebec who broke a record. And he played a video game for 44 hours.
44 hours. Man, you know what? I actually do play video games pretty often, and 44 hours is, I can't stay awake for 44 hours. I mean, I feel terrible after just sitting there for 3 or 4 hours. In fact, I need to go do something productive. Quebec man, though, broke a Guinness World Record by playing an online video game for 44 hours, 44 minutes, and 44 seconds.
Golly.
I bet those last couple minutes were probably torture.
Had to be.
Bobby Gamache, who runs a video game streaming channel on Twitch with his brother, said his session playing World of Warcraft was originally going to end at 34 hours, but he discovered someone else was chasing the same record at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so we got a little competition, so that's why I pushed it. We learned at the time that someone else was actually trying to break the same Guinness World Record, and they were almost close to the 40-hour mark at that time. We were already 34 hours into this thing. I can't lose, so let's go for another 12, and he did. Gamachi's final time, 44 hours, 44 minutes, 44 seconds, earned him the Guinness World Record for the longest video game marathon on a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Previous record of 32 hours, 34 seconds was set by Florida gamer Ian Hames in 2017. To stay awake, I just ate healthy. Tried to have some people always talking to me, always active in the chat, and of course those ad breaks that they can put in on Twitch. Yeah. That is crazy. I don't know. He said eating healthy. I feel like it'd be coffee and Red Bull.
Yeah. I mean, how, I don't know. Of course, in the old days, back when the Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega first came out, we used to play a lot of games, but we didn't have, we'd play a couple hours. We'd come home from school, go feed cows, ride horses, whatever, come in and play for a couple hours. I don't think I could sit still. I think the most sometimes we play late at night, maybe 4 or 5 hours, something like that, maybe 6 hours into the night and fall asleep, but 44 hours.
I know I couldn't do it. I do work behind a desk for a living, so it is hard for me just to sit there, and I'm being paid to do it. To sit there for that long, I just don't know how you do it. I couldn't imagine it.
There is no way. But then again, you wonder, like we said last time, there's got to be somebody that's flipping through that Guinness book. It's like, okay, what can we do? What can we beat? There's, if you're thinking, what are we doing? We're playing video games. All right, who's beating it? Let's go look it up. Or who's throwing marshmallows? Let's go look it up. Who's throwing hot dogs? Let's go look it up. Now I've seen a lot of those videos.
Oh, yeah.
TikTok, where they throw the hot dogs, and they try to catch them in their mouth. They play slow motion, 50 Cent songs at the candy shop. Those are pretty funny.
That's gonna be my next YouTube search.
This guy messed up big time. He moved his country's border. So this guy in Belgium, he's out there farming. He's got his tractor. He's going. He's doing stuff. He's got his tractor going. Well, there's a big rock in the way. So this Belgian farmer moved this 330-pound stone out of the path of his tractor and unwittingly changed the border between Belgium and France by 7.5 feet. So the mayor, David, I don't know how you say his name, of somewhere, I don't know, said historians walking the area in which seen the stone had been placed to mark the border between Belgium and France under the 1820 Treaty of something else, noticed one of the stones had been moved into somewhere France. Where do they come up with these names? Where do these names come from? Because I have no idea what is Equilininus or Corsica and Bouginess, Suck Rock, France. What is that? Have you even heard of these places? I know I'm butchering them. All right, so then the mayor said the local farmer apparently moved the rock out of his path of his tractor and did not return it to its original location. Belgium and our municipality are enlarged. I guess that means they're upset. The French don't agree, obviously. The mayor said the farmer will not face any legal consequences if he returns the stone to its original position. He said, I was happy my town was bigger, as he joked to the French TV station. But the mayor, Bouginess Surrock, didn't agree. That's got to be his name, right?
No, I think that's the name of the town, I think. But I don't know. I can't figure it out because there's too many names that I can't pronounce. But my question is, I grew up on farms and stuff like that. Have you ever put a rock back where you found it?
No.
Who says, you know what, this rock is in my way, I'm farming, I'm plowing, working horses, whatever you're doing, who puts a rock back where you found it?
No one does that. What else you got? You got one more over there?
I do have one more. We have more escaped farm animals.
Uh-oh.
The police in Utah ended up acting as shepherds when they were called out to wrangle a sheep running loose in a neighborhood. So now we're in Utah and we're dealing with sheep.
Protest?
Probably. Provo Police Department said the officers responded to the neighborhood of Foothill Drive area and report that a sheep had been running loose through the residential yards. The officers were able to capture the loose animal. A local resident was able to help police identify the sheep's owner, and the animal was returned home. So too bad they didn't have any cops like that in England, wrangling up livestock.
Wrangle up. Let's wrangle up this. Let's wrangle up 9 Perfect Strangers. We got this trailer for you right here, 9 Perfect Strangers. This series is set about a boutique health and wellness resort that promises healing and transformation as non-stressed city dwellers attempt to explore a better way to live. The resort's director is Nicole Kidman, a woman determined to recharge the tired minds and bodies of her guests on a 10-day retreat while she's watching them. But these strangers have no idea what's about to happen to them.
Welcome to Tranquillum House. You want to get well? You want to heal? Surrender yourself to me.
I have been feeling rather unwell lately.
In 10 days, you will be transformed. We are on the precipice of something great.
All right, check it out. It's coming out. It's coming out soon. So, you want to see it? I don't know, Colt, you got anything coming up? Anything going on that you're going to be doing or going to be? Or
Nothing super exciting. I'm hoping to get out. I know weather's getting warmer, of course, so you guys know it's going to be outdoor rodeo season coming up. Make sure you get out there, check all those places out. We're going to have lots of awesome stuff right here. Make sure you stay tuned. All the info, all you need, and maybe even some tickets to give away for sure.
We're going to do it. So check it out. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back next time, you check out me and Colt's going to have some more stuff for you to talk about to tickle your ear holes. But right now, we're going to hit the highways and byways of Texas. And we're gone.